I fell in love with the Philippines once again.
For truth is the guiding light in our paramount mission, the pursuit of excellence.
Welcome to the city of Baybay. This is one of the newest and emerging cities here in the Philippines, and I'm super excited to explore this place with GoPro. I never got to explore a city this way before, going deep within its roots, the cultural heritage, the thriving industry, and the potential for more growth. And if exploring a place is like getting to know a person, you might just fall in love with her too. I came here with a pretty cool group of content creators, Daniel Marsh, Pia Gabrielle, and Rian Mendoza, and we all have our different takes on what our experiences are like. Baybay is a relatively new city inaugurated just 17 years ago, and we came here to celebrate their Charter Day. It's located in the western part of the Leyte Province, commonly known for Tacloban, its capital, and Ormoc. Meanwhile, Baybay is still mostly unheard of. That's why we feel so lucky to have experienced this place before it becomes popular. So this one is actually my first ever creator trip. That's why to me, this one is a very special trip. And we also got to see Pia in action. But before that, how do we get around Baybay? This is the Potpot. It's their local version of the pedicabs in the Philippines. It's a 3-wheeled bicycle with a covered sidecar that can bring you to nearby destinations.
Paano ka po naging Potpot driver?
And aside from the famous jeepneys and tricycles, this one really is ingrained within the history of our country as one of the oldest modes of transportation. And our first stop is the church. I think visiting churches is really one of the best ways to get to know a place, especially in a very religious country like the Philippines. Aside from the historical significance of these structures, the church really paves the foundation for the value system of a community. So through the church, through the religion, you can also get a sense of how people live their lives, what they believe in, what's right or wrong. So the churches really is a vital component to the identity of a place. And as a traveler, what really surprised me about Baybay is really the natural wonders, the landscapes, the waterfalls that we will show you later. But for now, it's time to get to know Baybay's local products. From jackfruit and kamote to guitars, Baybay's local products really sets the stage for a productive and profitable city. Now, agriculture really is a foundation to the economic stability of a locality, and Baybay is huge on jackfruit plantations, so we got to see how they process them and turn them into jackfruit chips. We also visited an interesting character in the center of Baybay. This is Ken. He repairs and makes his own guitars simply from watching instructional videos here on YouTube. He is able to design and craft guitars on his own in this workshop that the Baybay government sponsored. He even had a very interesting story that he was heartbroken from his previous relationship.
Na-broken hearted kasi ako. Na-depressed na kaya ito na yung ginawa.
But making guitars really helped him get out of his mental prison. So if you find yourself heartbroken like him, maybe find a hobby. And finally, we even witnessed the pandan weavers of Barangay Plaridel. They announced having earned 1 million pesos in under 7 months from only 25,000 pesos in startup capital. Creating bags, baskets, and other accessories from pandan leaves, these all contribute to the earning capabilities of Baybay, and each one plays a vital role in developing the city further. But why do we really travel? To most of us, we like to explore the great outdoors for nature. This is the Eastern Sea of Clouds. Unfortunately, we came here at the wrong time, but if you're lucky, you'll be able to see the most wonderful displays of clouds hovering below you. Even though the clouds were a bit shy, seeing that beautiful sunrise in this vast land with good company and good coffee, everything just feels right. This place is actually getting a lot of eyeballs on social media, so it's a good thing that Baybay is slowly getting recognized, but the next destination we're going to is still a bit unheard of. Going to the falls is a bit of a challenge, especially if you decide to trek it with your bare feet. It's called Montero Madulas Falls. Madulas is the Filipino word for slippery, so make sure to be extra careful when trekking here. But once you get there, you'll enjoy one of the most refreshing showers of nature. If beaches are your thing, don't worry because Baybay is near the Cuatro Islas and we visited the smallest among these 4 islands.
We're out here in this beautiful place in, what's the island called? Digugong?
Digyo Island. What's unique about Digyo is it has 2 sandbars that make this place a must-see from a drone's POV. And my favorite part of the island experience is always for the food. We got served a lot of shellfish and uni or sea urchin. You can also find a few coral reefs and a lot of fish around. And finally, another vital component to that ecosystem is the mangrove forest. So these are the mangrove trees, and just to contribute a little to this beautiful place, we planted some mangroves ourselves. So all those natural sights are what you can look forward to when you visit this part of Leyte. But aside from the nature, the community of Baybay is one of the most lively and healthy communities that will keep us coming back. For context, Pia Gabrielle is the one and only princess of Philippine motocross. And with hundreds and thousands of fans across the Philippines, the local government decided to organize a mini event to allow her fans to ride alongside their idol, Pia.
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you tryna press the kid and really even soft? All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace.
For truth is the guiding light in our paramount mission, the pursuit of excellence. A teacher must foster intellectual curiosity among students and train them in the art and science of searching for the truth to achieve excellence. Whether in the classroom, in the laboratory, in nature, or in society, he who does less is not worthy of his profession. F.A. Bernardo, June 1983.
So we are in Visayas State University here in Baybay Leyte. As a place of learning, this is really the core, one of the core pillars of Baybay. I think what makes a city great is having people that understand how to live a purpose-driven life. And that's why it's important to really build the foundation for learning and to give them education that not only nourishes their mind, but their soul. 9 years ago, one of the most destructive typhoons struck Baybay. We've seen how Typhoon Yolanda wreaked havoc across the Leyte Province. And despite that setback, it's beautiful to see how this university has been restored and further developed. And more than that, we've seen enormous growth across Baybay that really empowers the whole community as they continue to build infrastructure and projects that will create a huge imprint in society. It's also very exciting to see how Baybay will compete with its neighboring cities and continue to grow in its very unique way. Their motto is Lihok Baybay, which means to move forward. And I think this rapidly developing city is a good example of how we can succeed in our own lives. It's our ability to keep moving forward that makes us shine. So if you like this one, consider subscribing and comment something about Baybay that really caught your attention. And join me as we travel the Philippines with purpose. Maraming salamat and paalam.